my spookies! Welcome back to Fantastic Findings! Yes, I know it's not the holiday season anymore, but that doesn't mean we can't, enjoy awesome, amazing games. Even, it's fine. I got secondhand stuff to do, but I'm going to finish this game because I enjoy it so much. Oh, Jingles the Drool Duck. I don't think I'll ever get over that. Welcome to Santa's Bakery. All the baked goods get made in this fully animated bakery, so everyone has time to chill. Prancer the reindeer was last seen participating in the summer-winter party here. Exactly when do you celebrate the summer-winter party? Oh gosh, now I have to remember. Okay, I remember. I'm like, now I gotta remember how to play this game, because it's been a while. Alright. I'm not catching anything, but there is clearly something big to be found. I might need some more tasty bait. Could you find me 6, whatever those are, so I can make a big catch? What are they, though? That's the question. Okay, I remember how to play this. It's been a while. I've had a lot to do, guys. Okay, it's been a while. I'll get back. I remember, eat all the food, clean up all the stuff. Oh, hello, basketball. All right, I might not be as smooth as I was in the very beginning, but I won't be as bad as I was at the very beginning of everything. Oh gosh. All right, come on. We remember how to play this game. We do. Nope, I see that. I remember you eat cards because that's a thing. Oh, ooh, yeah, give me that shrimp. I love seafood. Love seafood, guys. Like, absolutely. Not a big coconut fan. Very, very specific coconut fan. It has its place. And usually that place is not near me. In drinks. Oh, I'm a sucker for, oh, what is it? What is it? Bahama Breeze? Is that it? Right? The smoothie place? Oh, macaroons. I saw that, though. Oh, come on. Nope. I remember you, camera. Yes, I do. Yes, indeedy, Bob. And they have, I think it's the Bahama Mama. Oh, and I feel like, oh, look, this is healthy. It's made of fruits. It counts as healthness, right? I just want to make sure that there's nothing on the walls that I missed, just because me and camera, like that right there. Oh, and that right there. Haha, there were things. I knew it. I knew it was gonna try to be sneaky like that. Oh, camera. But yeah, I love me a good smoothie. I really do. They should just get pricey. I try to make them my own, and I generally do make them on my own. I used to make really, really good ones. When I was sick, there wasn't a whole lot of food that I could eat. When I was really sick. That is horrifying. Satan? Oh, is it Krampus? I bet that was Krampus. So close. Hello, Satan. A few years ago, I was exceedingly sick. It was very bad. I got better, sort of. I mean, I have to live with it all my life, but as long as I'm smart about what I do and what oh, how do I explain this very well? I try to. I don't know if people want to know the details of my healthness and like why I am the way that I am. So oh, hello, pie. So I usually don't talk about the specifics, but what else are you gonna do, right? So my body doesn't always work the way that a body should, right? And my lungs don't exactly work the way that lungs are supposed to work. My intestines don't work the way that intestines are supposed to work. And working correctly is overrated anyways, which results in me getting quite sick very often. I haven't found any of whatever these are. I also need to start clicking on thingies so I can find that stuff. I have not been doing that. Oh, look, I found one. And so at certain times of the year, one organ will decide to act up, and it just causes problems all over the place, right? And they like to switch, you know, which is, you know, very considerate of them, of just like, hey, who's not gonna work today? Why is this going so slow to move around? Oh, was I using the keyboard before? Let's start using the keyboard. So at that time, I didn't know what was wrong with me, and we were, you know, me and a multitude of doctors were trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And it was scary. It really was. I was told I had 2 out of 4 of the signs of throat cancer, which was very scary. I'm not a very big person. I mean, I'm super tall, like oh so tall. I almost went under 100 pounds because my body, I would eat food and it was not absorbing any nutrients, basically. It decided it didn't want to. Oh, I see food flying by, so I'm gonna sit here and do that. Cookie! Okay, and so the cookie should be coming. Nope. Come on, cookie. I know you're there. The bread! Oh, jeez. Okay, alright, hold on. Right here. I'm gonna get it as it comes out. And so I lost a lot of weight. It was like the doctor's like, I don't say this very often, but you need to gain weight. And I did. I was very ill. It sucked. Meds and everything clears it right up, but the most important thing in the universe is just I have to watch what I eat because my body just doesn't. Why is it just not clicking on these? Does not process things very correctly. So like very fatty foods, I really have to watch what I eat and how much I'm clicking. I am rapidly clicking. All right, let's back up a little bit so I got more time to do it. Because if I do too much, then my body will like basically just reject everything and I will be very ill for I swear to God I'm clicking all this stuff for a very long time. And I don't like being ill. I don't think anybody does. That's why when I'm recording things, I celebrate that I have a chai tea latte because caffeine is one of the big things actually I should not have. So I don't have caffeine very often. The one time that I am allowed to have caffeine is when I'm home and when I'm recording because I have this handy dandy pause button. So if I'm going to be sick, which can happen, like I'm like, I need to know my body as, you know, very well. And if I get sick, based on what I eat or drink, I have to be able to be prepared to go be sick. It's not fun, but I also love my chai tea latte. But if I'm careful about it, I have it very sparingly. I usually drink non-caffeinated tea is my big thing, and I try to watch. There's gotta be a way to stop this. Okay, because this is clearly not working. Or maybe right. Oh, maybe here where it's slow. Okay, I'm gonna try it right here. And like I watch what I eat in the mornings so I don't do anything to upset my stomach and my intestines and my body organs in general. Okay, so it's here where you're supposed to do it. All right, fine. And it's all just learning what it is. So I have to be careful of what I eat. And but while I was sick, there was very little my body could tolerate. I would eat something, drink something, and just immediately get sick. And it was awful, and it sucked, and I didn't like it, and I don't want to do it ever again. But during that period, there was very, very little that I could actually tolerate. There was the loaf of bread and the cookie, right? I swear there was one that I just didn't get. Maybe I'm crazy. Am I crazy, guys? I feel like there was... I feel like I've lost my mind. I'm just watching this go around in circles, circles, circles. But I found out during that time what I could what I could eat, right? Because you have to eat to live, apparently. So I've been told. And like it was eggs. I can almost always actually no, I don't think I've ever had a problem with eggs. Eggs were my go-to. I had eggs every single day. Sometimes multiple times a day, and it was a good source of protein because I was oh, hello, hidden banana. Okay, hold on. Are there other hidden somethings? Oh, hi. I couldn't handle beef because it was very fatty, so I did a lot. Chicken. Chicken is another thing I can almost always handle. So I had lots of chicken sausages. Lots of chicken sausages. Mason used to make fun of me all the time for my chicken sausages. I was like, hey, I know how to cook them. I can just make all these chicken sausages, and it's something I can eat. He'd come over and I'd just have chicken sausages. Okay, I haven't gone in there. I'm doing the outside first. I swear there was one that had like a loaf of bread and a cookie on it, but I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I've lost it. I've lost it, guys. This game does tend to do that to me. All right. Apparently that is not actually a door. You would think it's a door, but it's not. But smoothies were actually a big one, and I got that from my dad. My dad was also pretty sick. I can't remember what with though, and he needed to like lose weight, and he needed to do stuff that was just like generally very healthy, and he found smoothies. And there are people who will like swear by smoothies, and like if you're super sick, and I mean like cancerous, like, and you just can't tolerate stuff that like that, they would go on this smoothie diet and just nothing but smoothies. And like, you know, they'd have vegetable smoothies, and fruits, all different types. And so he would make smoothies, and I would ask him to make me some, and they were like delicious. And then I was just like, okay, you got to teach me how to do these. And I learned how to make all these different types of smoothies that would give me the nutrients that I see that. Hold on, it's probably a lime. Oh no, I thought they were limes. They are tennis balls. And that's how that did wonders for me. It really did. I couldn't do like an only smoothie diet. I really couldn't. It was my smoothies and my chicken sausages. And my eggs. I swear, like I didn't eat very. I couldn't. I wanted food. I craved pizza. I had to cut out everything. Absolutely everything. Nothing fatty. Avoid dairy, which is no cheese, no milk, no chocolate, no caffeine of any sorts, no garlic or onion, anything acidic. Like I had to, it was extreme. It was absolutely extreme, but I was very bad, and my body just couldn't tolerate anything. How did I miss super obvious fish? I don't know. All right, well, let's go indoors now. And oh man, I got to the point where I was craving like fried food so bad. I couldn't use oils because oils are very, very fatty, but olive oil was a much better choice for it. And I could tolerate olive oil and no butter. No butter, butter's too fatty. Gross, I thought these were delicious crumbs, but it is just sawdust and wood chips. It might be best if you clean that up before I end up eating more of the sawdust. Well, then just don't eat it. That's very silly of you. And I mean, to this day, I mean, I like olive oil as a cooking substitute. I mean, butter is still superior, but can you? I'm clicking the heck out of that cookie. There we go. Jeez, oh, pizzas. I don't know what's going on. I'm clicking things and it's just not registering. That's weird. That's really weird. Like very delayed or something. Not sure. And so what I did was I got potatoes, and I spent about, I swear to God, 2 hours thinly slicing these potatoes. by hand, thin slices with a knife. Didn't cut myself, which is a miracle because I can't cook and I can't do all this stuff because I'm terrible at it. And then I got just like a little drizzle of olive oil on all of it, just the smallest drizzle, and covered it with just a little bit of salt and baked them meticulously for like an hour or two. Like this whole thing, it took me all day to hand make chips. Cause I couldn't have anything fried, certainly not. I would be very, very ill. But I wanted chips so bad. I handmade chips, and it was so good and so beautiful by just chips. Oh, right there, right there. There was a loaf of bread, but it won't click on it. There was a loaf of, I gotta get that. See, I'm like, I gotta get everything. Because I knew I wasn't crazy. Maybe I just can't do it while I'm moving? Or it might just be a set piece because this is the bakery. But there was definitely a loaf of bread there, right? Losing my mind over loaves of bread. But we still got quite a few things to find. There! Fudge! I was distracted by the wheat. Let's see if I can find anything else. I remember, I mean, I was successful. I mean, was it the most delicious thing in the world? I mean, regular potato chips are far superior. But at the time, those were the most delicious chips anyone could ever make. And yeah, and I had to live that way for got it, yes. I don't know, a year or so? More than that? I'm trying to figure out how long it took me to, like, get semi-regulated. Maybe 2 years. Took a very long time. That's why, like, I get very excited. I'm like, I weigh 133, and I'm just like, I'm so happy that I'm, like, at healthy weights and all this stuff, because it means I'm not sick. It was a scary time. It really was. Although, I will say, if I hadn't gone through all of that, and I mean, there's more stuff, but you don't need, trust me, you don't want those details. That's how me and Mason really got talking. Honestly, actually. He was part of my Dungeons and Dragons group. And, oh, are you ready? Are you ready for the tea? At the time, I was engaged. And again, I was sick. I was having doctors telling me that I might have cancer. I was exceedingly ill. I didn't know why. They didn't know the cause at the time. And my fiance at the time wasn't supportive. Like, I was so scared all the time, and I just that was when that relationship really ended. I was just like, nothing. I got all the cookies. Yes. Like, didn't do anything, and I was so scared every day. I thought I was going to die. It's a terrifying feeling. And I got no support from this person who I was supposed to marry. And the relationship didn't last very long after that, and I called it off soon after that one. But the people who got me through that time were my D&D group. I would, you know, I remember, like, we didn't just play Dungeons and Dragons together. We hung out all the time. We played Terraria. We played Among Us. We did all the things, and we just constantly talked. I have always had to silent the group chat because it was just nothing but memes and funny stuff. And no matter what, like, they're my best friends in the whole wide world, and they're the greatest people on the planet. And they were the ones who got me through that time of just, like, I would be... Oh, I see that to clean up. I would be up at 4 in the morning because I couldn't sleep because I was just so scared. And, like, you know, the anxiety gets in your brain and you're just like, am I gonna go to sleep and not wake up? Like, you know, your brain goes through every single scenario known to mankind of what's gonna happen to me, what's wrong with me, why am I like this? I would sleep in the bathroom because I was so sick, and I didn't know why, and my D&D group would stay up with me. And I'm like, you guys have to work in the morning. Like, they're just like, no, we got you. We got, and they would just, no big deal. And we would talk about dumb things. We would play, some dumb game to keep ourselves entertained. Anything to, like, distract me. And, I mean, I'd have breakdowns and just be crying. And they were always there. And, I mean, they're still there for me. I love them more than anything. And that's how Mason and I really got talking, because his contribution of distraction was he went, hey Demi, teach me Japanese. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, I want to know. So whenever I was at work or whatever, or like late at night, I'd send him hiragana. I taught him hiragana. I'd teach him little phrases and stuff like that, and we really started talking. And he was just an amazing source of comfort at the time, of just like, as with all of them. And that's when our friendship really took off, just because he was part of my support group. And you would know the silly thing. So I don't consider myself a vain person. I don't. I'm very confident in my self-image, really. I think I am an attractive female. I don't know how to put makeup on. I don't even. I tried like a couple of years ago, and I looked like a 5-year-old putting on makeup, like their mom's makeup. It was terrible. I have no idea how to do it. But I'm exceedingly attached to my hair. I have had one haircut in the past, like, 10 years. When I was in middle school, I shaved my head because I wanted to be like one of the boys, because the boys were all my friends, because we talked about video games and cool stuff and Yu-Gi-Oh! And they were all my friends, and so they had like spiked their hair and they looked cool, and so I shaved. There's a couple of pictures of me with shaved hair, and this was when I was still young, and so everyone assumed I was a boy. And I love dresses, long dresses. And I will never forget, at the church, people would just be disgusted with me because they thought I was a boy wearing a dress, which there's so many things wrong with their reaction. It's not even funny, but like that just like stuck into me. And I don't, because I'm so small, I mean, super tall. I think I look kind of boyish to begin with, and I don't feel very womanly, if that makes sense. I've always looked like I've been 12 years old. And people are just like, "Oh, that's great, so you don't look old." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, it's good. I'm not complaining about it, but like, I always look 12. So feeling like a woman is something that is like hard for me to do. But when I wore a long gown, I looked beautiful and I felt beautiful. And where the fudge are these last couple of things? And so in this, and I just remember just like being made fun of and getting like these very unkind comments, and just like when I had shaved my head because I was a boy in a dress, and I'm like, nah, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. Like, not that it matters. What do you care? Anyways, but I've had one haircut since. And I'm very proud of my hair, and I love my hair. I love long hair. I've always wanted long hair. And one of my massive, biggest fears in the world was that I was gonna have to go through chemotherapy and lose my hair. And I just remember having this massive, like, mental breakdown. Oh, hi. And because I was so scared I was gonna lose there was a lot of things, but like that was what like I like clung onto of just like, I'm gonna lose my hair. I'm gonna be bald. Again, not that there's anything wrong with it, but like me at the time, like this was like my biggest thing of like, oh God. And I just remember Mason being there. And that was probably like the tipping point of our friendship into relationship, where I think I even have it saved on my phone. The message he sent me of, you know, even if all that happens, you know, even if you lose your hair, even if you end up bald or all this stuff, he goes, you'll still be, you know, absolutely beautiful woman that you've always been. Which just made me cry even harder and all that. And I mean, how could I not fall in love with the man? He was wonderful and amazing and great, glorious all the time, but this is one of the reasons why I love object find games, because I get to just tell my stories. And I hope that's kind of entertaining. It's fun for me to do. Like, I get to go through all of this stuff and just be like, oh, hey, how you guys doing? I got life stories up the yin yang. I hope it's entertaining or potentially even helpful. I don't know. People go through similar stuff all the time. Hey, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It really will. No matter what happens, it'll be all right. Okay, so I'm missing one thing I need to clean, 2 food items, this thing, this thing. So honestly, not that. I feel like I'm missing a section. Oh. There's a thing. So I'm really not missing a whole lot, actually. I'm missing very little. So 2 food items. I've rambled on for long enough where I've almost found everything. Drives me nuts a little bit because I was just playing the game, a word puzzle game, and it had hints. And honestly, when it comes to stuff like this is when I start using the hints. Now, I can use hints to find this. No, I can't. Okay, how the cursed kranzje Dutch. I'm sure I'm saying that right. This is Krampus, right? Oh yeah, Krampus. Okay, so I need one of these. I found all the cookies, 2 food items, and something to clean. All right, let's be more meticulous about things. More meticulous. All right, let's start in a corner. All right. And let's really go at it. Can I open these? Is there any reason this is here? No. All right. Enter meticulous spooks. The only reason I actually know what Krampus is, so my college job was working at the movie theater, and I loved it. Honestly, I did. I worked with some of the best people. I didn't go to high school. I skipped high school because I was a smarty McSmartpants. I graduated high school in about 1.5 years. That's what happened, and I went to community college very quickly. I mean, immediately after that. Again, because I was a smarty McSmartpants. Now, only in college stuff. Only in school. Now, if you put me in a classroom, boom, straight A's, absolute straight A's all the time, complete confidence. If you put me in a practical setting, I'm absolute balls. just facts of life right there. All right, and those cookies. I need to find the sack of cookies. Oh, come on. What do you mean that's not a food item? It's a mushroom! You eat mushrooms! Seriously? That's not a food item? That's dumb. I got excited. Big dumb. And icing. I will... but I loved it. Because I didn't go to high school, I didn't really get a high school experience, which... a lot of people will be like, good on you, right? You don't want it. But I also, like, I'm a little bit sad, like, what I missed. My knowledge of high school is what I see on TV, which I'm sure is totally accurate. But, so, like, I'm really curious, because I didn't get that. But I feel like my high school experience was this job that I had. They taught me to swear. I never sworn in my life until I was, oh God, how old was I? 20, 21, 2, something like that. Whenever I had this job, because that's just how you talk to each other, and it wasn't said in anger or anything, and it was said with love. You know. I try not to swear on the channel, so I won't tell my story about that. But it's like I've had people who haven't sworn. Oh wait, what's that? What's that? Oh, whoa, wow! It seems like this bait was a snack. It really paid off. Come see me and have a look. Oh, did you? Oh, well, you got that. Silly penguin, I'm not a fish. I'm all tangled up. The cookies were nice though. Wait, you mean Santa's been looking for me? Cranky! I better get a move on. I don't want to get caught with my pants down come Christmas. Are you wearing pants? That's weird. But yeah, curse words it's all about word connotations, which is absolutely fascinating. I love the history of words, which is why I love languages so much. Because I find them absolutely fascinating. Like, swears are only swears because we make them that way. They don't actually hold that meaning. I mean, technically, any word holds that meaning because we give it. We're just saying random sounds with our mouths, and it makes meaning, right? Which is just, I'm sorry, I'm a language absolute nerd. I find these things fascinating. Etymology, the history of words and how words become words is so super cool. For example, I did lots of projects on this, and I do get like really nerdy, and I'm sorry, I'm going to get really nerd, but I'll give you an example, right? The word Vulcan. The word Vulcan is a Roman god. That's where we get volcano from, right? But like if you say Vulcan and someone is a super nerd, they're gonna be like, "Oh, live long and prosper." But that's a different meaning of the word. That's not like remotely the original meaning of the word. That's not what it was intended. We're not talking about like aliens or whatever. It's where a volcano is. And all that kind of cool stuff. It's a god of fire, and actually I don't I think. Is he Mar? No, that's a different. I'm not great with my Roman-ness, but like that's where it comes from. What am I missing cleaning up? Like that's my biggest thing here. Like, man, I don't know. And so that. No. But it changes depending on the meaning that we give things, and every single word on the planet is not even, I mean, will probably be close, but it's not like the original meaning. We prescribe meanings to words. And so it's the same when it comes to swear words. For example, I'm going to curse. I'm so sorry, but I'm right now in vet tech school, which is really cool. I'm going through biology and the actual technical meanings of things, and the actual technical I am learning in my science class of anatomy and physiology book for a female dog is a bitch. It's a word for the dog. That is what we have labeled the dog. It's the same way that an unneutered cat, a female cat, is a queen, and unspayed, and an unneutered male cat is a tom. It's just the same words that we give to it. That's just the word for the dog. But to be derogatory and call someone a female dog to imply that they are just this animal in heat, then people have started calling each other that. An ass is a donkey. That is the word for it. A male donkey is called a jack. But that's just it's called a jackass. That's the word for a donkey. It is not a curse. It is it's like horse. It's the name of the animal, but we call it donkey. But like people call them, you are stupid, a stubborn donkey. But like they're just using the more technical term, and we have turned it into curses because it is meant in a a negative way. You are calling me this rude word. Well, it's not actually rude. We've made it rude. And so all that to say that working at the movie theater taught me to curse, but we'd say it in like the most loving way. And I'm not going to give the examples because I would have to curse quite a lot. But anytime we saw each other or whatever, but like just saying like how effing amazing you are, you know, and just like you are like the smartest mother effer I've ever seen. And that's how people talk. That's how a lot of people talk. And that was like the best compliment you could get. That's just how we talk to each other. It's like, I know people in the church who would never say an utter swear word, but they are insulting you. Oh, bless your heart. And you're like, gee, thanks. It's just how you say things and the meaning of which you prescribe them. Word connotations are fascinating to me, and I'm not finding anything here. What am I missing? I'm missing something so obvious for one thing to clean, maybe down here, and one thing, or two food items that I am missing. Is it? It's not bread, is it? I feel like I've gotten all of these. I'm gonna sit here and do all this stuff, but I loved the movie theater. Oh, the Krampus. That's what I was talking about. Roundabout circle. So while I was at the movie theater, obviously you have to... No, I thought that was a spider web and I got excited. Your job is to either work the concession stands, which I hated and told my boss, do not schedule me for the concession stand because I hate it, or you clean the theaters, which I did not mind because it kind of gave me the sense of like freedom. As long as you follow the schedule, you could do what you wanted, right? You could go, you don't have to stand in one spot. I hate standing in one spot. It drives me nuts. So I always wanted to be the cleaner. And as the person who cleans the theaters, you see the end of every single movie 8,000 times a day. I know how every single movie ends for that time period that I worked at the movie theater. I keep thinking that's a bone, and it's not. And one of those movies was at Christmas time, the movie Krampus came out. And I'll never forget that. Let's go the other way, because sometimes when you go the opposite way, you see things in a different way. When Krampus came out, it had like a creepy, you know, holiday music and ooh, and which was kind of cool. And it had an end credit scene, which was a really lame jump scare type thing. But I also don't horror movies, so maybe it was good. I don't think the movie did very well at all. And I don't think I'd ever heard of Krampus before, but because I worked at the movie theater during this time period, and I had to witness the ending of that movie, and Krampus creeping around in his evil toy factory of evilness, or the toys that would come and kill everybody or something, I was just like, oh, evil Santa Claus. Although I did do like a little bit of research into it, because I was just like, what the heck is a Krampus? And it's really fascinating. I mean, folklore and mythology has always been super fascinating to me. And I'm like, I didn't know that was remotely a thing, but it is. Right? Oh, this is the part of the show where I lose my mind. Where is it, guys? Where is it? Like, I wish that there were hints. This is food. Chicken is food. Nom nom. Yummy chicken legs. Like, what am I missing? It's gotta be... It's one of those... It's like, the game isn't too sneaky about things. It's really not. It's just me missing something somewhere, right? Do you guys see anything? Like, seriously? But hey, at least you get some life story time with spooks. That's why I like these kinds of games, because I can just... Oh, hi. I cleaned it all up, except I'm missing one. Nothing in there, is there? But then the nooks and crannies. Sometimes it's hiding in the bulbs? I mean, it's usually just like somewhere super obvious, but because you're looking for the super hidden things, you're not actually looking for the super... I keep thinking it's this, but I can't clean that, and I'm really upset that it's not that mushroom, actually. I'm very upset by that. Hello, I'm losing my mind. I don't know where else I haven't looked. Let's see, what about this? Is this open? Can I... Oh gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Like, can I... Let's see. There were things in here. Can I... Look? Nope, nothing in there. Oh gosh, I'm just clipping into things because I don't know what else to do. Nothing in there. Wait, what's that? I think they're just bolts, but... Please, game? Oh, lordy lord, lordy lord, 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 lord. Okay. Yeah, like, this is kind of sus. I'm like, I can't clip into this. I don't think so. So this is just a tower. Alright, okay. I think I've not only rambled on long enough, but gone on around. Okay, I'll find them. Let's see. What am I? Okay. 2 food items, 1 thing to clean up. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. I clicked on that so many times. Oh, that's just me. Okay, so the oh boy, oh boy. All right, well, I got something. So now I want to double check the plant. Yeah, so for some reason the clicking is being like really... So even just me like spam clicking, which is a valid technique when your stuff is dumb, isn't actually a good technique here because it's not really registering. You know what I'm really suspicious of that door. And oh god, I got so excited. I thought that was it. I got so excited, guys. Oh man. All right, now I'm just looking for pots. I'm not being so... You know, I praised the music of this game, and I was just like, you know what? I love the jams and everything, although there's a problem with this. Absolutely none of this music is copyright free. So I play these games because I enjoy them, and the developer asked me to play it, and I do enjoy the heck out of this. I cannot monetize these videos at all. I'm so upset that I can't open you. So I am just doing this out of the funness of my heart. Like this. The fact that this like shakes, I'm like, is it in here? But I don't have a key. I haven't seen a key. And there's no hint system. And I can't clip into these things. So I'm like, alright, I don't see anything else in pots, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I just kind of do this for the funsies, which, I mean, I do this for the funsies. That's why I do this channel and everything like that. But it's a different beast now that I found myself, like, kind of, like, slightly paranoid. Because I can't even begin to tell you guys how much it helps to even be slightly monetized. I make, like, 20 bucks a month. And all of that goes right into getting more games, which I have to, you know, actually be careful about because actually I have a wonderful problem, which is I have too many games and I need more time to actually play my games, which now there's the problem, which I don't have. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Getting back into our scheduledness. But it's just kind of a fun thing. I'm just like, I can't monetize that. Fudge muffins, I don't make my 10 cents on this video. But hey, every 10 cents adds up. Does that make sense? I mean, if I knew ahead of time, be like, oh, you can't monetize this game, I'd be like, yeah, well, the developer asked me to play it, so of course I'm gonna play it. It's an object find game. I love object find games. All right, I'm not seeing anything else in pots or anything. I'm so mad that it's not this. Like, it seriously feels like it should be this mushroom. It's a food item. Gosh darn it. Is there anything on the tree I'm missing? Like, I've been all over this level so many times. I really wish that you could do something that the hint system worked for the collectibles as well. That's what I'm calling them because I don't know what else to call them, but it's just like it's slightly irksome where I'm like, this is fun. I enjoy this, but for the love of God, I'd like to move on with my life. It's not like I can look it up because nobody else is like me on the planet and no one is a completionist anywhere. I learned that, I can't remember what, like other object find games, I can't remember which one it was, but there was absolutely no hint system and it was maddening to the point where, because I was missing one thing, just like this, and I keep seeing this and I keep thinking it's it, and it's definitely not. And I couldn't find that one thing for like an hour and a half. And I was like, okay, surely I'm just gonna look this up. I'm gonna lose. I hate that moved and nothing happened. I got really excited over nothing. These don't open? Dang it. Dang it. That was really exciting and disappointing. And I looked it up, but like no one is a crazy completionist like me for like these types of games. And so even though I'm like, I'm not leaving until I get 100%, but no one else had that kind of like crazy tenacity. They're just like, all right, listen, I got better things to do with my life. And I'm like, no, I cannot move on. I cannot move on with my life until I find this one thing. Like I said, it's not like I can look this stuff up. That's the bane of indie games. Gosh, guys, I seriously... Where? I got so excited I opened up a box. Apparently I hadn't opened, but where is it? Oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, guys. I'm stuck. Oh no. Oh, I'm behind the game. Well, I can't move forward. I think I just clipped into the bound. Okay, come on. Let's get out. All right, good game. Good. There we go. Whew. Lord have mercy. All right, we're gonna wander around for another 17 hours. Like, it's not these. I've clicked on everything and everything. I keep thinking it's that door, but you can't open the door. What am I missing? Oh, fudge muffins to the extreme. Yada yada. Oh, now you work! I'm so sad, guys. I'm so sad. I came back to this. This is actually a new day, and I started my recording and didn't even realize that OBS is apparently having some emotional issues today, and didn't record everything that I just did. Now, it wasn't a very long section, but it was very, I'm assuming, amusing, because you got to see me in my dumb-dumbness actually find the two things that I was missing. And so I'm so sorry you don't get my reactions. I was confessing to my crimes that I had actually looked up where I could find the hidden stuff and discovered that nobody on the entire internet has 100%ed this game. So I couldn't actually even cheat. I had to do it myself. And apparently leaving the game and coming back to it's been several days, actually. Apparently I immediately found the one food item and the thing that I was cleaning. On this right here was a spider web that I had totally missed. It was very... actually, that one was exceedingly well hidden. So that was right there. And then I'm gonna go over here and show you the one food item that I was missing. Yeah, I can't go back, and I'm not gonna restart this entire level. And hanging right here was a banana. Like, I started the game after all of that, and everything that you just saw is actually a fraction of what I did because I edited and I paused and so much stuff out of this video. It took me an absurd amount of time. And then I just start this, and within 5 minutes, I found both of them. What is this game? What is this game? I really enjoy this game, but I love how I'm just like, I was looking everywhere in just ridiculous places, and they were so just right there. All right, so word to the wise: if I ever have if I have troubles in the future, just come back the next day. All right. Well, guys, we're gonna call that video here. If you enjoyed that as much as I did, hit the like button. We all like buttons. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. In the description below is a link to my Patreon. You can help support the channel so we can continue to get awesome, amazing games like this. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. Woohoo! I'll see you there. Bye! Oh, now you're not gonna stop either? Okay, OBS, you need to go in timeout. All right, OBS, you are... And a massive thanks to my Patreon subscribers for your support. You make this spooky heart filled with wonderful joy. Thank you.